The question whether the Philippines should bring back the death penalty has resurfaced amid rising public fear over heinous crimes and worsening the related violence. After this evolution in 2006 through Republic Act Number 9346, lawmakers have repeatedly failed bills to reinstate it, such as House Bill Number 7814 in 2021, which proposed of death penalty for drug-related offenses, supported of the measure believed that capital punishment can serve as an effective de- deterrent and the means of this measure belief. Opponents argued that this violates human rights or an effective deterrent means to restore justice. Wool components argued that the violence human rights and risk assaulting to innocence. In this I say, I firmly believe that the death penalty should be restricted in the Philippines provided that is implemented with strict legal safeguards. It can be served strong and deterrent against to heinous crimes, uphold justice for the victims and their families, and restore the people's confidence in the justice system. One of the primary reasons to bring back the death penalty is different effect on the serious crimes, although critics that know absolutely absence or evidence proves its difference. The more existence of such a severe punishment can psychologically discourage potential offenders. In country where crime such as rape, murder, and drug trafficking remain widespread, a stronger penalty could reinforce the discipline and fear of grave of consequences. According to 2024 policy brief from the Philippines or the um, Commission on Human Rights, public frustrations over the rampant crime has reviewed the call of harshness or harsher punishment. As citizens feel the justice system has gone too lenient towards criminals. Moreover, recent legislative efforts such as House Bill Number 7814 reflect the government awareness of the need to impose accountability on those who commit heinous acts according to CHR Brief 2024. In addition, reinstating the death penalty symbolizes justice for victims and their family. When criminals commit acts so brutal that they destroy lives and communities, imprisonment may not be a proportional punishment. For many families, capital punishment brings closure, knowing that the perpetrator can never harm anyone again. This is not only a matter of retribution but of moral who destroy it. For instance, the 1997 Chong sister murder case in the 1999. And also for the 1999 execution of Leo Ekigaray remain vivid reminder of how public outrage over heinous crimes has shaped the country's stance and capital punishment. These cases illustrate how the public sees the death penalty as a symbol of strong justice, especially when crimes and also reach the extreme levels of cruelty. From any personal point of view of people, stating the death penalty also strengthens the credibility of the justice. Many Filipinos have lost in faith in legal process due to corruptions, slow court of proceedings, and perceived leniency toward bringing back the death penalty for certain heinous crime. As this could restore the trust, it sends a strong message that the government will not tolerate acts of extreme violence and that justice will be swift and firm. However, this must come with judicial reforms to ensure fairness, such as strong public defense system, better forensic capacity, and mandatory appeals before any execution. With these safeguards, the risk of wrongful convictions and be minimized. For these opponents of the death penalty argued that it's violate the rights to life as guaranteed by international human rights treaties signed by the Philippines. They also assert the country justice system is prone to error, which could lead to execution of innocent people. These are valid concerns that cannot be ignored. According to the Human Rights 2020, the Philippines' weak judicial institution and limited access to quality legal defense make wrongful conviction a serious risk. Nonetheless, this problem should not justify not completely abolishing the idea of the capital punishment. Instead, they should motivate the government to risk to fix its justice system. When paired with transparent investigation, strict judicial oversight, and clear definition of heinous crimes, the death penalty can be implemented justly and effectively. Furthermore, capital punishment can be reaffirmed society values. A justice system that is enforced for the death penalty for only the most extreme crimes such as murder, terrorism, and large-scale drug trafficking send a message that the state values the lives of law-abiding citizens over who repeatedly endanger others. The Philippines government duty is not only to protect the rights of the guilty but also to ensure safety and justice for the innocents. As such, the reinstatement of the death penalty is not merely a form of vigilance in a form of moral accountability. In conclusion, bringing back the death penalty in the Philippines is a necessary step to restore discipline, strengthening justice, and ensure that most serious crimes are met with the highest form of punishment. While concerns about human rights and wrongful conviction are valid, this can be addressed through proper judicial safeguards and reforms. The ultimate goals of reinstating the death penalty is not to promote fear but to uphold justice and protect innocent lives. Therefore, I argue both lawmakers and the citizens to support the return of capital punishment, but only under strict, fair, and transparent implementation. It is time for the Philippines to show that this justice, peace, and sanctity of human life by holding the most heinous offenders fully accountable for their actions.